like Aankhe, for example, I still watch it. How many ever times I watch it, I love it so much, I laugh so much, and just the idea of bringing joy to people for so many years.
I have to go to Bihar and have to introduce myself, saying I'm Vijay Deverakonda, मैं हैदराबाद से हूँ, मैं ऐसा picture बनाया, Liger देखी है, and suddenly you're going to these cities and people are shouting your name. And then you're just like, what the hell, what's happening?
Like for me, sense of humor is the most important thing. It's something that I've taken from my dad.
I love listening to people's opinions. I don't disregard anybody. I'm like, if you feel this way, it's good. There must be a reason you feel this way, and I hear them.
His fans have so much like purity in their love. Like I've seen girls like cry and just like they just want him to say hi. It's not even anything else. Just look at them, just say hi.
Alright, we have with us Vijay Deverakonda and Ananya Panday, the interview that you guys have been waiting for. Their film is coming up, Liger, and we'll talk about that and much more. Pleasure having you guys with us on Bollywood Hungama.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Alright,
so excited.
And yeah, so how are you feeling now?
I'm nervous. I don't know why. I feel like, I don't know, I'm so nervous suddenly.
But why are you nervous?
It's just this feeling I got.
She always does this before the start of every event, every interview. She'll be like,
oh my god, at least.
And then she'll chill.
Right, but I think that's a positive. Like in a way, a certain amount of nervous energy is good because it drives you forward, maybe.
Yeah, let's hope this is my best interview ever. I'm channeling all my nervous energy.
All right, and how are you having a good time in Bombay?
Fun. I was stressed initially, you know, there are films where you feel really strong about.
Right.
And I declare it a blockbuster once, even before I start promoting it, I start saying it out. This is one of those films, I've done it before. When I released Arjun Reddy, I started calling it a blockbuster because I felt it was. But then I felt the pressure then, again I felt now because you say it out so much, I was kind of feeling the pressure, but then since 2 days I've just decided to enjoy it.
All right.
Suddenly I've just decided that, you know, you're going to all these places, all these cities, and I was going with the mindset of introducing myself. I was like, I have to go to Bihar and have to introduce myself, saying I'm Vijay Deverakonda, मैं हैदराबाद से हूँ, मैं ऐसा picture बनाया, Liger देखी है, and suddenly you're going to these cities and people are shouting your name. And then you're just like, what the hell, what's happening?
Right.
And then at one point I just decided that now this tour or the next 20 days is about meeting people for me. It's the first time I'm seeing you.
Right.
So it's just about talking to you guys, talking to people, meeting students, and that's it. It's less of a promotion and more like just meeting, socializing. Yeah.
Correct. No, but I think your name is really being heard loud and clear. So I must share this experience with you. So there is a 7-second clip of Sara Ali Khan talking about taking your name in Coffee with Karan.
Okay.
So I posted that on my Instagram. I'm having like roughly only 200k followers, and it's crossed like 18 million views. On Instagram Reels. So I think somewhere that
people
name
love
is
Sara Ali Khan.
No, but people, I think everybody loves Vijay Deverakonda. So the moral of the story, everybody loves Vijay Deverakonda. I'm talking about the name as well. So
I remember we entered this mall and then there was I think there were like 40,000 people or something, and I'm like, Vijay, they're here for you, and he's like, no, it's not possible, and they're going like, Vijay, and I was like, my name is not Vijay, so they're obviously here for you. But there's like, his fans have so much like purity in their love. Like I've seen girls like cry and just like they just want him to say hi. It's not even anything else. Just look at them, just say hi, just like, you know.
I hope all of them watch the movie though.
I'm sure they will.
He was thinking for the longest period of time about Sara and Janvi, I believe.
What? That's what
when just now?
Yeah.
Just now when I zoned out? No, I was having visuals of these malls
girls,
and everything. Yeah.
Right. And all right, you know, so what was your response when she had that, I think, very profound sort of answer about Arjun Reddy, and I think everyone is praising her for certain views of hers.
Thanks.
Did you have a conversation after that?
Just yesterday she brought it up. I didn't know what was happening exactly, but she was telling, she was mentioning it that people seem to like her take, her very honest opinion on the film while I was next to her.
Right.
But then she's comfortable talking. Like I'm really open to opinions. I love listening to people's opinions. I don't disregard anybody. I'm like, if you feel this way, it's good. There must be a reason you feel this way, and I hear them. I might not agree or disagree, or I might even see both sides of the coin, but it's okay, and I'm glad she spoke what she thought.
No, I came up in the context of that. It never even crossed my mind that like Vijay would take offense to it, because I don't think he's that kind of person. I feel like in front of him I could share any sort of opinion, and he's been very open to like all of it, I feel. So it never even crossed my mind that I'm saying it in front of Vijay and he would, have a problem with it.
I feel we are at a time where you have to take, people think that you have to be on one side, you have to be left wing or right wing, or you have to, either you like this or you don't. But I find it very easy to see both sides of the argument, and a lot of times I argue just for the sake of it on either side. अगर आपकी opinion एक है तो मैं counter opinion लूँगा just to see where it goes. And if you take another side, I'll take this side. Like I was just telling someone that if you support Arjun Reddy, I might contradict. I might be like, no, but that's not okay. But as soon as you start saying that is wrong, then I start fighting for, I don't know, it's a habit. that
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But I think you found like a newfound fan following as well.
Really?
Post
Wow.
that. Yeah, but I've been seeing tweets from quite a few people, and just taking that particular portion of yours and sharing it and all that.
Yeah, I think I was just being honest, and that was my take. And I think the stage that I'm in and the older I'm getting, I think it's important for me to voice my opinion and speak up about topics that I feel strongly about. So it just came from a place of that. I was asked a question, and that was my honest answer at this phase in my life. That's how I feel.
All right,
so
so
that was important.
did you guys have any judgmental sort of thoughts about Mike Tyson when you're about to meet him? Because there is so much about him.
Yeah.
One can literally, in terms of, because the entire story is so interesting.
Yeah.
मुझे लगता है एक फिल्म तो उन पे बननी चाहिए in terms of whatever he has gone through.
I think my first
I'm
thought
saying in a lighter
was,
vein. I'm saying in a lighter vein. But it's very easy to judge him.
Yeah.
With all
He has such a huge image preceding him.
Correct.
You've heard of him since you're a kid, so there's a huge weight of... When we landed in Vegas, I still didn't know if he was going to turn up on set. I was like, are we shooting with Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Like, is he actually going to come, or is a double going to come, or are we talking to some imaginary people? And then when we landed on set and that man was actually walking, I was in between a take and he was coming in his costume. I was like, oh fuck, he's actually here. And then I was like, I'll just finish my take and go say hi to him. One more thing about him is we assume that senior आदमी है, superstar है, तो हमने सोचा था कि ये 12 o'clock, he'll come by 12 like that.
Yeah.
Let's plan something in the morning before he comes, everyone will warm up. But he would turn up on set at 8 before even us every day. So every day, once we understood his timings that he comes really early, we all had to rush and be ready for him.
And
So
once
it's
he
like,
came on set, he would never go and like sit in the room or sit in the van. He was on set all
Yeah.
the time. And whatever Puri sir said, he's like, yeah, I'll do it. We were like, first few days, we were like,
Yeah.
should we ask him if we can do this, we can do that. But he was open to like
Yeah.
everything. And
Yeah.
just when he stood in front of the frame, he didn't have to do anything. Like, he has so much personality and this like larger than life aura to him. And he was so sweet and funny and cracking jokes and everything. It was
Right. So did you have any discussions with Chunky sir? I feel, this is going to be your aankhein.
I thought he was asking you, and I was like, what have you spoken to my dad about?
I'm talking to you. Because, I feel that this is going to be your aankhein. Because the sort of success that their aankhein has seen, I'm saying in terms of the entire Masi element and everything. Did you have?
My dad always, I think since I've started, like whenever my mom and I are discussing like whatever film I'm going to do next, he's like, you have to do a Masi film, you have to do a Masi film. Because that's his brand of cinema. That's a cinema that he's loved being a part of. That's a cinema he loves watching as an audience. So I think that's why he wants me also to kind of, get a taste of that, be a part of a film that's loved by so many people, that causes so much happiness, entertainment, and goes down through the years. Like Aankhein, for example, I still watch it. How many ever times I watch it, I love it so much, I laugh so much, and just the idea of bringing joy to people for so many years, and right now and then for so many years even later, he loves the concept of that, just the person that he is. So he's been so gung-ho about me doing a Masi film, and when I told him about this film, he was like, you have to do it. You have to be a part of this film. He's like, I want to be a part of this film. So I think he's the happiest person. Seeing all these videos in the malls and everyone going crazy and these Masi songs that we're putting out, he's like on cloud 9.
Great. And in the promo, when you're having that particular moment when you're in the ring,
Yeah.
and you're just thrusting your abs out.
Yeah.
The moment I saw it, I was like, ये बहुत सीटियाँ बजने वाली हैं इसके ऊपर. This is going to be like that moment.
Yeah.
That so with your experience, especially with Arjun Reddy and all that, do you realize as well while filming something or while reading the script that this is something that it will click with people in the cinema halls?
Some stuff but वो particular moment इतना नहीं सोचा था. It was just one reaction to something the opponent did. So it's a sequence in the film where that guy is mocking me a lot, and when I knock him out, I do that because he also does that to me. So it just happened as a finish, a closure to a scene and a closure to a conflict in the film. But then I realized whenever we are going to any college and we play the trailer that everyone's screaming at that point.
Who's screaming the loudest?
I don't know. yeah. And Anne will be shouting from like, oh, I love this bit. So I see people screaming a lot and I'm like, okay, so you understand some stuff. But while shooting, थोड़ा बहुत पता चलता कुछ जगह में कि ये enjoy करेंगे क्योंकि मैं I enjoyed it while doing it. Or when I heard it first, when the director narrated it to me, I'm like, fuck, maza aaya. So then I know that in the screens also they'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. And आपके लिए sense of humor की क्या importance है? In terms of just battling all the trolling at times that happens and stuff that happens. Because I think you tend to come up with nice one-liners. Yes, and I think that's a sign of wonderful intelligence as well.
Thank you. But yeah, I think it depends on the day. Obviously I can't say that I take it so strongly every day. Some days I read one thing and I do get upset because I'm also human at the end of the day. But usually I like to take it with a pinch of salt. For me, sense of humor is the most important thing. It's something that I've taken from my dad, because he has such thick skin when it comes to things like this. So I like giving answers back. I like that banter and everything. I enjoy it.